Has brought us pretty much to the end of our conference for today. I'm going to invite, in closing now, Julieann Buchanan to come forward. Julieann is a member of the WorkCover Board of Tasmania. She's going to provide a closing speech about the conference today. So just some background, that Julieann has over 30 years of experience in safety, occupational rehabilitation and workers' compensation insurance. She's held executive roles overseeing national safety, workers' compensation and also injury management functions across a diverse employment setting. So please welcome once again Julieann. Thank you.
Sorry, I just feel so incredibly humbled after listening to Dean speak. I'm sure if it wasn't a close, all of us would love to sit fireside with you and chat. And thank you, because you've led such incredible change in this space too. So let me not digress from wrapping this conference. So look, I would really love to thank all of you on behalf of the WorkCover Board of Tasmania for making today such an incredible success. I think, you know, from our welcome to country this morning, which was just so beautiful, the sounds, the visuals, the symbolism, through to our theme, Thrive, Safety, Strength and Success, which has really, I think, been much more than just a catchy slogan that sits on a lanyard. It's really come to life through the powerful presentations that we've heard, the bold ideas, and the memorable moments, and hopefully a few golden nuggets for you to take away. I know that coming here today means tomorrow might look vastly different for you, and you're probably eager to get out the door to start thinking about tomorrow. So look, I really do understand that those inboxes are probably on overload, but before you reflect to those, perhaps we can reflect to some of the learnings of today. So thank you very much for showing up, leaning in, investing in your growth and learning, not only so that you can create and build upon the work that you're doing, but as a community, as Tasmanians, we can really build a safer workplaces and beyond Tasmania for that too. The speakers that really, I guess, touched my heart today were those with the lived experience. And I really want to thank them, because to get up here on stage and to be so vulnerable, to lay their lives before us so that we can learn and grow, is just an incredibly generous act. So I really want to reflect on those, and I hope that the learnings that you take away in some part, you know, pay to that efforts that they've made for us. You know, when I think about the exceptional public speaker, the dad, the father, the son, and the guy that was afraid of the sticky note, Peter Gutwin, he really reminded us a bit about what it takes to be an effective leader. And obviously, not all of us are born that way. It grows over time. But really instilling in us how important it is to learn how to lead from the inside in order to be effective, to lead and show up as a whole and a healthy whole indeed. Patricia and Dean really shared so deeply personal reflections. Who could not be touched by Christopher's story? A preventable incident that claimed her son's life at just 18. I mean, she reminds us that it was never an accident, it's incidents that are waiting to happen. But her unwavering drive to challenge complacency at both an individual and an organisational level are nothing short of powerful. Dean, you candidly shared your story of moral injury, and you opened, you know, a window to its toll. Thank you. But you also showed us, well, none of us are immune to it. And I think it really, you know, challenges us to consider our own vulnerabilities and highlights with some urgency the critical need for harm prevention strategies in an area that we're really just beginning to learn. But Peter, Patricia's and Dean's stories, you know, there's so much more than stories. Of course, they're catalysts. They're calls for action. They're upward movements, ground upward movements, carrying us forward and really, I guess, getting us all to understand what we can use about those stories to create real impactful differences. So thank you. To all of our speakers, panellists, presenters, exhibitors, thank you once again for your contributions. Naomi, if you're here, for unpacking an ever-changing world of work to how we rethink health and safety capability. Our transdisciplinary, multidisciplinary panellists, Georgie, Fiona, Angela and Adam, for the insightful discussions on the 3 dimensions of psychosocial hazards and the foundations needed to build truly psychologically safe environments. I know a lot of us broke out to concurrent presenters, so Georgie, Dylan, Courtney, Sharon, Megan and Aaron, you shared your expertise, your innovations and real-world experiences driving better outcomes out there at the coalface. Thank you. Our exhibitors today, a big thanks as well. Almost finally, to WorkSafe, of course, on behalf of the board, without you we couldn't deliver today. I really want to express a huge thanks to Brad Parker, our Acting Executive Director, for his Regulators Roundup, but more importantly to the people behind the scenes who bring this conference to life year after year, and I'm impartial, but I think this is the best one yet. And guess what? You get to do it all again later in the week, Groundhog Day, to our speakers, to our staff in Launceston. Baden and Pear behind the scenes, wherever you are. I can see Baden, I can't see you, Pear, but thank you. You're amazing. There's a whole bunch of other people I can't name. Thank you too. I look forward to thanking you individually when I see you. And finally, of course, to our 250 plus delegates here and again later in Launceston, there wouldn't be a conference without you. So thanks for being part of WorkSafe Conference 2025. Now, I think if there's one thing today has reminded me that knowledge is powerful, of course, but I think it was Gandhi who said, it's what we do with it that, really counts. And the future depends on what we do in the present. So let's take what we've learned today, those little gold nuggets, and put them to work. Travel safe, and I look forward to seeing you at Conference 2026. Cheers.